And so now you're just like, I mean, what? It's 2023 now. You're looking back at this and you're just like, what the fuck was that? Because that seemed like it took up like, no, I mean, yeah, obviously you worked there in 2016, but then you sort of had this relationship that like came out of that.
Right.
And there's just a lot there for you.
And after that, I wrote an article in Medium talking about having worked there, and it was kind of a liberal article at the time. Like, it was in response to the Mueller Russian troll farms, and I kind of compared my experience to the Russian troll farms and how much of the Trump campaign was simulation, how much was real, how much of a campaign really was there, and that got everybody calling me.
Yeah.
I ended up getting calls from NBC, New York Times, ABC in Australia, Vice,
all the hits of the
Vice
fake
News, all my favorite
layoffs.
Yeah, layoffs. The worst interview was with Vice.
Really?
They brought me in for 2 hours and talked to me and argued with me about my own politics.
What do you mean?
Like, I was like, I'm
saying whatever you think.
Yeah, saying, I was with this group, but now I'm a commie. And they were like, how can you be a commie? And then the entire interview was about that.
Would you have any, this is sort of, I guess, kind of not related to the rest of the episode, but to any of our listeners who, if anything ever happens to them and they get interviewed by a bunch of people, do you have any tips for them?
Don't trust them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like, I don't trust you right now.
Hey.
Well, this is your words, motherfucker.
Yeah, we're literally recording this.
Yeah.
But
that
we could edit it.
That's true.
Yeah. You could make me sound like I'm Paul DeMann.
Wait, so looking back on, like, in that piece you wrote on your blog, you were talking about how you were basically comparing yourself to a bot. Like, do you feel like you were a bot, or what do you? Like,
Well,
how do
it
you
was
look
like
at it?
It was like the Cambridge Analytics kind of thing that had come out, and it was simply for clicks and simply for messaging. And I don't know that I was necessarily a bot because I had a brain, but I had to suppress a lot of feelings I had about things in order to get the content what they wanted. Like
what feelings?
About Trump. Like, I had to write about Trump in as neutral way as possible, which is a fucking skill that I got quite good at. But in order to do that, you had to, suppress a lot of the stuff that he was saying.
Like, pick and choose and see what you needed to see from what he was saying, because that's what you needed to write.
Right. In order to create the commodity that ended up being this thing that they would then sell online.
Did you feel like you were able to kind of keep separation, or did you find yourself falling into it?
No, I was completely detached. Some might say alienated from my labor. And that persisted. I had to keep this kind of high level, I'm me writing about this, but I'm also me inside thinking my things.
Else.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Did that fuck with you?
All the time, but it was also made everything funny.
Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein.